Hey yo. Right, let me just make sure everything is working. Sorry about that little delay. Forgot to plug the mic in, but I think I've got the mic in now. So everything should be good. Just make sure that is working. I think everything's working. All right, so welcome to the stream. This is Barry. Doing it a bit earlier today because it's Friday. Wanted to kind of mix up the times a bit. Normally do these about sort of 3 p.m. UK time, but today I've got some stuff I need to do this afternoon. I need to pick the kids up from school, take them to Pokemon Club, all that kind of stuff. It's got a whole bunch of stuff I need to do. So I wanted to do this one a bit earlier. Also kind of mix it up a bit, see how we can mix up the times. But welcome to the stream. We're going to play some more Showdown. Going to try and reclaim my number one spot. Managed to get up to number one. You can see the leaderboard here. I managed to get up to number one yesterday. Kind of battled it out. Had some good wins actually. I had a couple of wins against Nav. He beat me as well. But then, so towards the end of the day, I had a couple of wins against him. He's trying a new deck, which is interesting. Like he's been pretty much exclusively Gambler Cheater, but he switched things up a little bit. And he went for he's using the Protector Bureaucrat deck that we talked about, which I thought was interesting because he's a long time player, and he's sort of switching things up, which tends to happen a bit. But yeah, we're going to be playing some Showdown. If you're interested in the game, you can go check it out at alpha.showdown.game. Use code Barry. It's my referral code, so they know that I sent you over there. And yeah, we're gonna play some Showdown. I've got some other things as well. We'll talk about some other stuff going on in Mega ETH a bit later, but I just want to play some games, and I really want to try and claim this number one spot back. So just kind of gonna jump into some games. I did hope to have a guest on the stream today. I was gonna I forget his name actually. There was a guy who was talking to Bread. I was hoping to get. He was going to play on stream with me, but that didn't happen in the end. But I'm going to try and do that another time because I've figured out how to have guests on the stream. It's not super complicated, but I can have guests on the stream and we can play and we can talk to each other. Can even have a video of the guest, if they're sort of. If they want to do a video call, or we can just do a voice call. But I can have people come and play me on stream. So if you want to come and play me on stream and talk about the game, then I'm happy to have anyone on, anyone who's out there. And especially once we have cash games, I can give you a little bit of insight into cash games and sort of how that's coming along. But once we have cash games, I'm going to be playing for money, and I'm going to put my money up to play against people. And if people want to come and play against me, then I'm Kato. You say challenge, beat Barry on stream. Yeah, everyone wants to come and beat me on stream. But yeah, if anyone wants to come and play me for for money, then I'm happy to have people on the stream, and we can do sort of guest spots. We can put up some money. It can just be small amounts, but just kind of show that this is a game where there's kind of real money at stake, and you can play money, you can make money. Did I break the chat? Okay, so the chat's working for me. I don't see anyone else's chats coming through there, but fine. Right, I'll figure that out. Sorry. But yeah, let's just play some games. Just going to kind of jump in and see how we get on. I'm just trying to really climb back up the leaderboard. The main thing for January, the January season, is to get up to top 10. If you can get top 10, you can qualify for the February Open. The February Open is it's going to have the big prize pool. It's going to have a 5k minimum prize pool. So that's not 5k for first place. That's the minimum prize pool. So that means that first place will get the biggest kind of cut of that, and then there'll be money for maybe top 8, something like that, maybe top 3. I'm not sure how they're going to structure it, but it's a big prize pool. it's the kind of prize pool that, you know, if you win it, that's a sizable chunk. You're talking at least, you know, 1-2K maybe, and it's a decent pot. So if you can get good at the game, and you know you can come and play and win that kind of money, that's pretty solid. And then on top of that, you know, there's going to be sort of those games every month, like maybe sort of one big tournament a month, and then kind of smaller tournaments throughout with, you know, with buy-ins as well. Like you'll be able to buy into these tournaments. Like sometimes you can buy in with show points, and or you can buy in with real money, with, you know, USDM, Mega ETH stablecoin. Maybe we can talk about that again in a bit, because that's, you know, something that you're going to have to sort of think about, you know, how people are going to get that stablecoin, get it into the game, because that's going to be kind of a crucial part of this. But like what my intention is, you know, just to start off with a bankroll, like whatever it's going to be, like a bankroll of maybe, you know, sort of something like, I don't know, start with like $100 or something, maybe a bit more, like just in case, because I don't want to go broke. And then we're sort of playing maybe sort of $10 games like this. Kato, first player, okay. Hi, Kato. I know you keep trying to play me on stream, and I know you're watching. I'm on a delay, so you're not going to be able to see me straight away. I'm on like a 3 and a bit minute delay, but we can work with that. So I'll just talk you through. So I'm using the Cheetah Inventor deck. I can show you the deck list again if you want, but this is my go-to deck. This is what sort of got me up to #1 spot before, and I'm going to keep using this. So we see what we got here. We've actually got very little. We've got no real good draws. So I think we're trying to get the extra card with unexpected result. So this -1s, and it gives us a card. And then we probably use Reshape to get another card as well. Sleight of hand, that's fine. Reshape is good. Okay. So because that generates another card. So even though we don't have much going for us here right now, we've got cards that can maybe help. That maybe helps. We've got Root Exchange, so if you hit one of the lower cards, we can Root Exchange and get that. Read, it's not really going to help us here. Card Cam. So in this spot now, we sort of think about maybe folding this actually. Maybe use Card Cam. So he's got a 3. Yeah, so Root Exchange, that won't help us because we'll get the 3. He uses Roll the Dice, he gets rid of that 3. So he's got a 4, a 6, or a 9. So, you know what? Maybe we do we go to the river? Do we think about it? He's more likely to have a card. It's 34 points. Like, could have a 4, he could have nothing. He's got number cards. Oh, let's just do it. We'll go to the river and we'll Root Exchange and just hope for the best. Let's see what we get with that. Okay. It's not great. So if you take the 7 now. So he did have the 4. But I mean, yeah, okay. I shouldn't have done that. That was a bad play. I was just kind of hoping there. He's probably got a higher card or something like that. Yeah, he does have the higher card. So that was that was a bit of a gamble that didn't pay off, right? And to be honest, I knew that was not the ideal play in that scenario, but I just wanted to kind of see what would happen if I got lucky on the river, and then I would look like a genius. But that's fine. We live and learn. So in this spot we got top pair with a good kicker. Out of sight helps. We've got read card helps. We see what he does here. So we don't have top pair now, but yeah, see the Root Exchange would have actually been useful now. So let's use read. So he's got 2 game plans. So he's going to have a 6 or a queen a lot of the time here. I think we get rid of the 6 and hope he doesn't have a queen. Because if we get rid of the queen, then he uses game plan, he can hit the 6. But if we get rid of the 6, if he has a 6, because he knew the cards that were coming, so we get rid of the 6, because he's seen the cards, so he knows they're coming. So he's gone to the river with that information. And we see what he does here. Yes, that means he's probably got a queen. He did. He had 6 queen. Wow. Okay. Okay, this is a terrible start. We need to sort this out. All right, so that's not gone well at all. He's lucky he hit a queen, actually. Fine. All right, so very little going for us here as well, actually. Think about saving Disarming Gaze for the river. Okay. So that maybe helps us if we can use Countdown. He's probably going to use Game Plan. He uses Stroke of Luck there. Interesting. All right. So this is, it's not a good spot at all. See, I want to use Disarming Gaze to get one of his game plans. I want to give him a card that he can't use. So this is it's going to be a bit of a gamble here. Let's see how we end up. Yeah, this is not being a good start to the stream at all. He folded. Fair. Okay. All right. I did not expect that. That's fine. We'll pick that up. All right. So we've got Cupid here. Don't want to use it right now because we're going to lose cards. What do you think? So we don't have much going for us at all here. All right, let's just do that. Let me get rid of the 7. Like we're just in this situation. We're hoping he doesn't have an ace. That helps a bit. 2 aces there helps with Fibonacci because we can make a straight with the 2-4. Still got Disarming Gaze, but we don't have a great card that we can give him. So we really need to hit something here. Right. So he's probably going to use Game Plan, I would guess, here. Unless he's got a made hand, which he might do. So he uses Cyclone. Interesting. Okay. Doesn't help us a great deal. So if we use Out of Sight, maybe on the queen. Let's have a think. This is not going well at all. Right. That also doesn't help. We've got this. Give us a 9. Right. So he took the queen there, so he's got a queen something. Right. There's really not much we can do here. I think we try and get one of those game plans. If we give him countdown, that's a risk. I don't want to give him countdown. Give him Fibonacci maybe. Yep. So we took the game plan, gave him Fibonacci, so he might use Fibonacci. Like this is going to be 50-50 because I would expect him to use, unless he has the 8, which seems likely now. Okay. Right. Yeah, we're pretty much dead here. I think he's got the 8. All right, we have to Hail Mary it. So we use countdown. If he checks, then that means he has the 8. Because he can use Fibonacci to improve his hand. Yeah, he's got like Queen 8. God damn it. Yeah, I don't think we can win this. Even if we use game plan, like we have to hit the 8 and we have to hit a full house. It's unlikely. I didn't leave the flush up there, which maybe I should have done. So I think we just showdown, fine. Oh yeah, 2 queens, even better, fine. Yeah. That's annoying. So there's no way we were getting that hand and getting the queen out of the board, because that was my intention, right? I was looking to get the queen out of the board, and then I can use game plan to get the numbers, but it just happened that he had a queen. We had the queen of hearts. We could then use his chromatic shift, get rid of the heart and take mine. So this has gone really badly. First game on stream. I did not play this particularly well, but we can maybe redeem this. He's got Fibonacci and game plan. Maybe we give him a jack. Gotta do something, because I need to use game plan. Yeah, okay. So his lower card is a 3. Yeah, this is not going well at all. So maybe we switch the deck up after this. I use Windfall. God damn it. Fine. All right, that didn't go well. Let's just jump into another. So we're going to take a huge hit there on the leaderboard. It's going to drop us down. Well, drops us down to 3rd place. All right, let's play another one. I'm going to use the same deck one more time, and then we will curse you. And then we will we'll do some switching things up. Like we'll change the decks a little bit, and see what else we can do. I might do a couple with the bureaucrat deck. Why is something wrong with the chat? Like the chats from other people are not showing up here. It's only showing my chats. I can't figure out why that is. Maybe I've broken something. I'll have to look at that later. Sorry. Maybe I just turned the chat off actually. Something's broken with it. But yeah, you can still chat to me. So I'm live on Twitter, and I'm live on Twitch. So the Twitch is linked underneath the Twitter if you're watching on Twitter. But you can chat to me on the Twitch thing. Like if you go to Twitch, the Twitch channel, it's there, and I see the chats, like it comes up in my OBS studio. Right, so we can break down that game. That game was just me playing badly. Like that was my first game of the day. Bad move going to the river. I knew like going to the river, and that first hand was not particularly smart, but we do it anyway, and just Hail Mary, try to look clever, and then end up looking stupid. But that's fine. That happens. So we can pick that up. Try and pick up the slack. But I'll show you my deck in case you haven't seen this. This is my Cheetah Inventor deck. 30 cards. We're running, you know, really to counter the lock meta, which is less prominent as it was. Like, people have gone back to using Cheetah Gambler and some other decks, but like Bureaucrat Protector is still popular. So I've got lock cards here to unlock cards like Lockpick, Noise Filtering. Thinking about maybe putting in some more of those, but for now this deck's been pretty solid. Like, we got up to #1 spot yesterday, and then, you know, we lost our first game here, so we're down to #3. Let's see where that put Kato. So that put Kato up to #9. But we can look at how we're doing for the season. So for the season, 63 wins, max win streak of 9. So we've got a match coming. And that's been, you know, it's been pretty solid. So that's like 9 days into the season, 63 wins. I can't show exactly what my win rate is because the win rate checker is broken at the moment. Like, sometimes it just breaks a bit. It just needs fixing. But like, my, you know, win rate is about 60-ish%, I think. All right, so this is a good one, actually. This is a good one to stream. Actually, this would have been a good one if I changed my deck, because I know Nav, he doesn't like playing against the Bureaucrat decks. But this is fine. Like, this is like the matchup from yesterday. So this is Nav. He's normally ranked sort of 1 or 2. He's currently ranked 5th. He's sort of been hit, I think, by the meta shift a little bit. He had to kind of change his game out. So we'll see, like, if he's using the protected deck. But I played him a few times yesterday. I think 3 times. I think he won 1. I won a couple. And yeah, it was, we have some good matches. Like, our matches always go pretty long normally, or, you know, sometimes one of us might steamroll the other. That does happen. But I think he's probably one of my sort of biggest rivals in the game, like, as far as we have rivals. So we're going to see what he's doing. So he is using the Protector Bureaucrat deck. And we have to see if we can just get a bit tricky here. So Protector Bureaucrat, it is susceptible to a few things. So let's see what we can do here. Right. Not much. So we do have low blow. So I mean, it's kind of a 50-50, like, right now. Like, the thing I love to try and crack these hands, like these like sort of queen hands, like Fantasyland hands, because they start so strong, but then when they get cracked, like, it really sort of falls apart. So what I might do is, if I give him the king and then I use reshape, I get an extra card, and then we have 3 action cards each. So he's got king queen, which is still a good hand. He doesn't know what I have. Oh, I use lockdown. Fine. All right. Okay. I mean, that's one way to sort of shut me down in this spot. And I don't have lockpick, so I have to just fold here. So my intention there was to use that and then to use reshape to get rid of the queen. So it's a jack, so he has no pair. And then we've got number cards, so we can use, you know, we sort of got backdoor draws. Maybe we can low blow with the 3, try and hit something. If an ace comes, we use ace in the sleeve. But if he uses lockdown, then it just it shuts us down pretty much. Ah, that's annoying. So he's using the same things that I use against him when he plays this deck. When I played this deck against him. So I've lost my higher authority there, which I would have liked to keep. But we have card advantage here, so we're not in terrible shape. I mean, this is my playbook. This is the the way I like to play with bureaucrat decks being annoying like this. So we lost one of our compressions, we lost a mark card, we lost a read. And that's how I used to annoy him. I used to do this exact same thing to him using Rich Get Richer to wind down his cards. But that's fine. We can work with this still. So we could use compression here. We could use it now. That would give us pair. But then we're also open-ended, so we wait and see what we can get on the river, because we have an open-ended straight. There's backdoor hearts, could get there. Could use bottom dealing, but I don't like to make the pot too big. That helps, but we've lost. We're losing to a spade. God, right. This is not good at all, actually. So that's annoying, because these are the things I did to him, and I forget that I'm playing against a bureaucrat deck. So I need to think about this now. I don't have a spade. Can I give myself a full house? No. There's not much I can really do with that. I mean, I got a straight, which is strong, but without a spade, it's pretty weak. I was trying to think if I can use compression. No, it's not going to work. I have to low blow, I think. No, this is not going well. I have to see what he does now. So he's got a lot of action cards. He's in pretty good shape, whatever he's trying to do. Yep. I mean, I have no chips, but that makes a sound that gives him the information that I have a jack. So he knows I have a face card now. Do I just sneak out? I don't think I can win this hand. Make the pot a bit smaller. It's just annoying that the spades came. Like, the spades came and really kind of messed everything else up. I fold. I was actually ahead. That's hilarious. Oh my days. But like, I was ahead there, but like he had enough action cards that I would, assume that he's going to try and do something to get out of that situation for his hand. Like, if he had things like a surge card, or he's got other cards he can use that are from, whatever cards he's stolen from me, that he's going to try and get out of that spot. So that's fine. So that is really not going well at all. We can try and redeem this. Like, now that he's used some of the annoying cards, we see what we can do. All right. So he's used blackjack. She's seeing red. 5-10 is coming. Cheat helps. That means he didn't steal our cheat. I think we use bottom dealing here to get rid of the whatever face cards threat that he has. So he's got jack something. He could have jack king, he could have jack jack. He could have jack queen as well. Thing is, he can have a lot going for him. So we use bottom dealing. Right. So we're going to keep the jack up and then use reshape. Could use compression actually, or maybe we save compression 4 after. Okay, let's think about this. Let's use reshape. Now we got a higher authority we can use, which helps. That's going to steal us 12 chips. And then he might just fold, unless he's got Jack Queen. He might want to go to the river. Let's see. So he's still 12. Let me see what he does. Like, I would like him to fold. I would prefer a fold here. Just take it down. Because if it gets big, and then he's got 4 action cards. Okay, he used compression. 8, 9. I think that means he's folding. He's getting rid of that card. No. Is he? I think he's folding. Fold, come on. Let me have one hand, come on. Yeah, Jack Queen. All right, good. So we're ahead now. And we've got to think about what he can play. This is what I was neglecting before, like what cards he can have as bureaucrat. So he can have wealth tax, which would steal one of our cards. And that's going to be annoying if he does that. So maybe, I don't really want to use compression here. I don't want to waste it because he's going first. Like if he has wealth tax, he's going to steal a card. We have to take the risk. He doesn't have, I mean, he's not going to have another inspection. That's interesting. So he used pocket mirror, so he's got a pair of something. Like he plays this a variety of ways. Like sometimes he uses pocket mirror on lower cards. Can be anything. We do have root exchange, so we can get rid of, like we can swap our card for whatever his other card is. And then we can do some damage. The only risk here is if he has red tape and then he shuts it down on the river, which is what I would have done against him a lot. Compression doesn't help because it gives us 10s, but he's probably got a higher pair. We'll probably counterfeit. Like he's probably got, I mean, he potentially has a bigger pair. And then if we do that and then we root exchange, we're swapping the 10, giving him a 10. I don't want to use magnetize either because we've only got the 10 of spades, and this might come 7, 8, 9 of spades. Okay, interesting. So that would have given us a flush. Yeah, red tape. Fine. All right, we lost this one, but at least we get his red tape out of the way. Whatever he's got, pair of something. Jacks, set of jacks. Yeah, so using compression wouldn't have helped there. We would have hit a flush, but we don't know. I mean, I guess you could make an argument that, yeah, he's got 2 cards the same. So if he's got 2 cards the same from using pocket mirror, then it's kind of 1 in 4 that he's going to have spades. And if he doesn't, then if I'm banking everything on me hitting a spade, then, you know, it's not ideal. It's maybe, you know, it's maybe sort of, what is it? From 1 spade, maybe like 40% to hit a spade, turn a river. So maybe doing the math, maybe that was actually the play, use magnetize, and then, yeah. All right, so that's fine. Let's see. Let's go to the river here. Okay. Yeah, we're not in a great spot here because we can So he can use ace in sleeve, but then if he's got low blow, he's probably just going to use that. So then we have to hope that we hit. Like we could use a cheat to get an ace, but then we can't use the ace in sleeves. I think we just use it and just force the hand to force him to use the low blow. Let's see what he does. Unless he has an ace as well, which maybe he's thinking about. Yeah, there's the low blow. Okay, so we have a pair of sixes. Yeah, this is not great. So we know he's got a 9. If we use root exchange, we give him a 6. That's maybe going to give him 2 pair. He might have a card lower than a 9. We know he doesn't have an ace. So okay, let's cheat, take the ace. I don't like that, to be honest. Because then we're intending to use noise filtering. Like we're just blocking his 9 now with R6, and then use noise filtering after, and just hope for the best. Like we're not in a good shape here. But it depends what his other card is. Stained money. I mean that's either a bluff or he's telling me that he's winning the hand. Like sometimes I use this to sort of fool people to make them think that I'm weak. And then I would discard my cards. In which case, I think we just take the chips, lose the cards. If we're losing, like him, this might be a bluff. Sometimes people play this as a bluff. He might actually be winning the hand. We see what he has. He had king 9, so we do win the hand, we lose the cards. That's fine. Like we take the chips, but we're in bad shape now. We've only got 7 cards. This is the thing about playing against bureaucrat decks. You lose a lot of cards, like because they steal cards, they get rid of your cards. I mean, actually, we're both in pretty bad shape here. Like we both have. Interesting. We both have so few action cards. Like he's got 9 action cards, I got 7. Like, and we only have like 50 points each. This is a really weird game. So we need we really need to sort this out. We need to get some chips in the pot, because otherwise we're both going to fatigue. I'm going to have no action cards. Right. So I know he's used red tape, he's used lockdown, he can't do that. We've got top pair here. The risk here is that he has a jack. If he has jack, if he has jack queen, then we're dead anyway. Card cam won't help because I can't. It's not going to reveal a locked card. So I think we just use out of sight. And we hope he's got something like king jack or king queen, but he might already have like a made hand. Let's see. Ooh, that's either terrible or great. Yeah, queen jack. Yeah, so if I'd done out of sight with my ace, but I like to keep the ace there, just in case he's got something like king jack, king queen, king jack. Yeah, but having queen jack, but I mean, there's no way that I could know I would be getting a queen. and then even if I get a queen, like even if I get 2 pair, it's difficult. Yeah, okay, so that didn't go well. So he might just start folding me out now because I've only got 5 action cards. I'm not in good shape at all. Like, and this is what I would do. I would, fold him out. So, yeah. I mean, we're pretty much dead here. Use lockpick. Just to make the pot bigger, and then if he does fold, we pick up more chips. No, we're just kind of desperate now. Yeah, we're not in good shape at all. Okay. Yep, so I don't think we're going to win this one. I think we need to switch up decks because this has gone terribly. Yep. So he's used favoritism. Let's just use card cam. Right, so he's got 2 jacks, set of jacks. There's really nothing we can do here unless a queen comes on the river, which would be a miracle. Let's see. Spades won't help us. Yeah. There's nothing we can do there. We're dead. All right. So we can use this. It's going to give us 9-10, but then we've got 8-9-10 jack. It doesn't help at all. So that's gone terribly. Wow. So I lost the first 2 games on stream. All right, fine. Take it down. I'm sure he's pleased about that. Let's change the deck. Right, let's go back to Bureaucrat Gambler. Placing games with this. So that was, I don't think I didn't play too badly there. Definitely could have played better. I have not started this stream playing good games, but we can see if we can take him down now. Right, let's have a think about this. So we started off with queens. We know what deck he's probably playing. Bureaucrat Protector. He's in 6th place now. He was in 5th place before. How did he drop down? But I'm going to drop down now. So yeah, he's in 3rd. I'm back in 5th. So I really need to win this. Wow. Okay. So he's used richer on me. Just make sure he doesn't use that again. And also, let's just use steel. So he might. I don't want him to use get richer again, and I don't want to lose this red tape. So we just take a smaller gamble. Fine. Okay. Wear down. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay. All right. So we do that because he's got the wear down now, which means he can -2 to one of my cards. Interesting. And he can use that at any point. So we want to freeze the action like he did to me. Listen, this is my playbook. Like, it's annoying that it caught on, but we want to get to the river and then freeze the action. He might be expecting that. He might just be folding here. Like, although he's got 5 action cards. It's not smart to fold Bureaucrat decks if you're going to lose 2 action cards. Let's see what he does with red tape. So that's the classic Bureaucrat play. Like, have a good hand on the flop, freeze it on the river. I mean, he could still be. Can he be ahead? Do I have the nuts? I think I have the nuts. Yeah. What did he have? 3-10. So he really had nothing. I'm not sure what he was going for there. All right. So let's see. So we want to try and avoid cards now, like wealth tax that he might use if we got 5 cards. See what we can get with that. Got favoritism. It's actually interesting. So we want to save higher authority. So we don't have any of our core cards here, like pot control or anything like that. So I think we take the risk and see what he's going to do. If he has a wealth tax, he has a wealth tax. Then we try and play against what he might do or what he might have, but sometimes you just have to go with it. So I'm going to see what he does now. So he's not doing anything. So we maybe use favoritism here. Depends what we get from that. All right, we try and bluff this, I think. We did have 2 pair anyway. Interesting. Let's see what he does there. So he doesn't have any river cards. But if he goes to the river, like normally if he knows he's behind and there's nothing he can do, he will fold. Like he's a good enough player that he will just fold hands that he can't win. Yeah. So in that particular scenario, we're kind of semi-bluffing. Well, it's not semi-bluff. Like it's just trying to force the action. And yeah, that's the power of favoritism. Like we sort of look up the cards and we're sort of saying that, we've got a good enough hand to go to the river and win it. So you come get some if you want. All right, now we don't want to get hit by a wealth tax. Let's use roulette. Get rid of one of his cards. We do have these cards here, which are good for us. Misdeal is good. Game plan is good. He's also got red tape he can use if he wants to freeze the action at some point, but we're first to go here, so we'll get the first action on the river. It's a small pot, which we like. So we see, and we do have a heart draw. So we see what he wants to do. He wants to fold. Fine. Interesting. He is a good folder. Like folding is underrated in Showdown. People, like I'm guilty of not folding when I really should. But like being able to fold, even if you're losing chips, is one of the sort of core things in the game. So he uses anti-up, which means I put more chips in the pot. It means this pot gets bigger. And okay, so he's used court order. It's one of those spots where we just have to hope he doesn't have red tape. If he has red tape, then we're as good as dead. But if he doesn't, then there are things we can do. If he has it, then GG. He takes a big pot. He's take the crown. Interesting. Okay. So we've got 2 pair. He's got at least something from court order. He's got a face card. Got to assume he's got a king or a queen, maybe even both. He might have a full house. So I think we have to misdeal, then maybe cyclone, because we want to get him off whatever his hand is. It didn't help us much. So we're hoping he uses his cards. He's red tape. He did have the red tape. All right, fine. So he's going to take that. So we were hoping he would use his cards and then we could use house cut and get half the pot, but what? So he used misdeal and it gave him a king. All right, fine. Okay, let's see what we can do with debt collector. Nothing. But we use that anyway because we don't want to go to Okay, so now we've got wealth tax. It doesn't help us. Okay, we are first to act though. Let's see. Thought police, fine. So I would like him to use a fantasy land here, or a blackjack maybe. Let's see what he does. We lost one higher authority. Try and get another. He doesn't have any more rich get richer. Draws cards. I think he only drew one card there, right? So he only has one card above 8. This is not... This is annoying, actually. Not a great matchup for us. Let us see what we get here. Okay. Not much going for us. He hasn't used any wealth tax. Let's get rid of that. Worried about losing cards here. I'd like to see him use blackjack here to hit that jack. Interesting. Okay. Right. I think we just fold this. See what else he does. Yeah. So he had 8-9, but I mean, there was really very little going for us in that hand. We lost our stained money there. That's not great. We could have done with keeping that. And maybe we should have gone to the river and used the stained money, get rid of the cards. But like when you're behind, using house cut doesn't really help because you still have the pot, but it's not helping you a great deal. Let's use debt collector. All right. So we get nothing from that. So we're not in great shape. Okay, so we hit an ace. Fine. Let's see if he uses something like blackjack now. Yeah. So now we're pretty even now in terms of chips. Yep. So he's got rid of my cyclone. Let's use a steel. So, I mean, it just depends. Like if he's got a jack, it depends what the other card is. So it's like 1 in 3 that he has 2 jacks now. Basically, if he has jack queen, jack king, then we're good. I mean, it depends what comes now, but we do have the ace. He might. I mean, he can have another court order. Let's just see what happens. So he doesn't have a flush. So right now, we know we could be ahead. Like it's 66 to 33. Yeah, we were right. So in that spot, like that spot happens a lot. And like when you're looking at blackjack, like it's, you know, one card is a jack. You know, the other card can be a jack, a queen, or a king. It's going to be, you know, it's basic odds, like 1/3 that he has a jack and 2/3 that he has either a queen or a king or any other, you know, sort of combo like that. So sometimes you just sort of play them out. Like if it's sort of a good chance that you can be ahead, like it's good to, you know, to go to the river, because like sometimes they will go to the river anyway because they know that you've got that doubt in you as well. Now in this spot, he's used promote. There's not really anything we can do about his hand. We don't have any of those unlock cards. We don't have a good hand. Can use game plan. So maybe we make the pot a bit smaller. Use game plan. Because I mean, he can have promote. He can have anything there. Like he can have any. He can have an ace as well. Like he can have any jack, queen, king, ace combo. Because it can keep an ace if you have an ace already. Use game plan. Maybe we just pick a better spot and fold this out. Or do we go for it? Let's think. Depends what his other cards are. He's pot control. I think that's my cue to fold because the pot gets too big, right? If we go to the river now, it's going to be like a 40 plus pot. Then he's basically won. But if we fold, then he's still like got 74, but he's used his pot control. He's used his last promote. He only has one of these. He's only got 5 cards to come, so we can sort of deduce which card he has left. So I think we fold. He did have 2 queens, so that was going to be a struggle for us. But now we're in a pretty good spot. Could actually have got rid of house cut. Should have got rid of that. We don't really need that, I think. So use pocket mirror. Yeah. So in that situation, I should have got rid of house cut because it's not likely that he's going to use all his cards. And I could use wear down to wear down his card from pocket mirror, whatever this card is. Favoritism. I am gonna think. Let's see what else he's gonna do. Because he's got 2 cards. You could have any 2 cards. You could have 2 aces, 2 kings, queens. Pocket mirror does tend to play higher cards. So if I fold, it gives him an extra 5. So if I fold, it's going to give him 20, 94. And then because he's got higher authority, doesn't put us in great spot. Let's just see what we get with that. So we do get the ace. But that helps bring the pot down a little bit. So he's going to get 19 chips. That's going to give him 93, which means his higher authority wouldn't win if he takes 6. I need to think, do I fold here? Like a lot of the time he will have 2 aces, 2 kings. We just fold maybe and just go for broke on the last hand. He did have 2 queens. Yeah, so we were ahead there. Fine. Oh, we got windfall. That is not going to help. We are definitely in an awkward spot now, but we have to just go for broke. If he uses... Okay. It's not too bad because we wouldn't have used that anyway. So we're not worried about that. We are worried about him having steel cards. And we're worried about him having... anything from there. He should have at least one higher authority. He should have a higher authority, probably. Right. Okay. Okay. I can't use windfall here because it might give him the win. I think I use... okay, interesting. So he didn't have a 2, but... Right, so we know what his hand is now. Jacks or Jack King, Jack Queen. We have to hope that the Cyclone gives us number cards and then we can use game plan. I'm not going to use windfall. Like he's probably... probably thinking about using that, but he can't use that because I'm going to use a card. It's going to be me first to act. If he uses this, if I have 4 cards and we get to the river, interesting. He uses that, he's going to steal 2 cards, but now we need to think. So, like, if he has jacks, he's winning. If he has jack queen, we're winning. But if he has jack king, so there's more chance that he's winning now than not. And it's unlikely we hit 2, so I think we have to cyclone. Right. He's most likely still pretty good shape here. Interesting. Okay. It does give us a jack. Gives us 2 pair, but his 2 pair is probably going to be better here. Like, 'cause he's going to have pair of jacks, and then he can have a set. You can have jack queen. If he has jack king, then we're ahead, but I think the smart thing to do here is to cyclone first because we do have a jack. But then we might hit clubs if we can hit clubs. But there's only cyclone. Then we have to use game plan. And if we miss with game plan, we have to use windfall. Like, not great shape. We need to hit a 2 or something. Straight. Hit a straight. Fucking A. Just depends what else he's going to do. We should win this, right? We win this. There's no way we can lose. He's got jacks, maybe a set of jacks. You did have a set of jacks. Wow. Okay, so that came in clutch. Like, if that had failed, see, that's the thing. Like, I was in that spot. Like, I could have hit clubs. Like, I thought about using game plan first. There was 3 clubs up there, but there's only 3 number cards. So playing the odds, I could either go for clubs, which is 1 in 4, which I would have hit, or I get rid of, like, because I have a jack, I could use the cyclone and try and hit another jack because it's, I'm not expecting him to have a set of jacks necessarily. With hindsight, fine. But then if all else failed, I would have used the windfall. But that was a little bit of luck, but we at least put ourselves in the spot where we could make that luck. And that is, how to play against Nav. Wow. But that was every game I play with him is super tough. All right, let's mix it up a bit more. What should we do? Should we go back to using Gambler? No. So I want to play the anti Cheater and Venner. Depends who I'm going to play against. Like, if he's active now, then he will be playing a lot of games. See if we can come up against him again. But like, that's helped the leaderboard a little bit. We've gone up to 3rd, which is good. I don't want to play, if he's playing now, I don't want to go back to playing with Bureaucrat Protector, playing the mirror deck. But we have had success. I'm going to stick with Bureaucrat Gambler for at least one more game, because this is the deck that I've kind of, have used a lot over the past, few seasons. Wait, I put the wrong deck. I chose Cheater and Venner. All right, that's fine. Let's just roll with it. Forgot to press select. That's fine. But let's mix it up. See again if we can come against Nav, and then actually, it's interesting if we do, because if he's playing Bureaucrat Protector, Stormblast, okay, fine. Then this is the Cheetah Inventor deck is the deck that I built to try and beat that deck. But yeah, like that feels good. Like that was good, like to get a win against him. I lost to Kato, GG's. But to get I always happy to get a win against Nav, because he's so hard to play against. Like he plays so many games. Like he plays, more games than almost any of us. Like he plays more games than me even. Like I think only maybe Hong Tao plays more games than anyone. But like in terms of like the amount of time he puts into the game, and he's not one of the OG players. Like he's a more recent player, I think. The last sort of few months. And like the time he puts into the game, like he got really good at it, and he just had a winning formula. Like he was playing Cheetah Gambler a lot. He switched it up now that the meta has shifted, and it's kind of essential to shift. But yeah, we might win this one by timeout, which is fine. I'll take the win. But yeah, like it's. Now that the meta shifted and people are trying new other decks, like that's the thing with this game. Like you cannot. It's easy to pick up, right? But you cannot get comfortable, because you get comfortable and everyone will either catch up if you have something that works, or sort of catch on to what you're doing. And you can't get comfy, because the game shifts. Like the one meta might be good for a bit, but then everything changes, and because it is a fairly small player pool, you have a situation where these sort of shifts in metas come out slowly, because there's not like there's thousands of players, and they're not sort of finding these things quickly. Like it's a smaller group of players, and these trends take a while to set in, and that's why I think there's still trends that we haven't really sort of seen yet. Like there's going to be like some more decks will kind of come, and they will sort of emerge as meta decks, and especially with balance change. Like we can talk about the balance change. Actually, there is going to be. I think I can talk about this without giving too much away, but there is going to be a balance change, I think, in the next week or so, and that's going to change the game a little bit. It's not going to be a huge balance change like the one before, like the last one that we had back in October, but there's going to be a few things that shift. There's going to be some new cards. So we'll go into the river here, because we've got a pair of 10s. We are hoping that he just has random face cards, but we will see what he has. Okay, fine. I didn't use Cupid because I don't want to use that yet, because I don't want to do anything else on this part. I just want to go to the river and just check it down. That helps me, unless he has a club, which he might have a club. No, I've got a full house. Can't lose. See what else he does. Lockdown. That is bold. All right. He must have a flush. He's going to get the bad news. Yeah, queen high flush. So yeah, in that situation, he did end up with a pair of queens. That's the thing with promote. Like, I'd have to do the exact odds, but like they can have pair. It can give them jacks, queens, kings, but it can also give them any combination of those. And then if they have an ace, it can also they would keep the ace, and then it gives them a random face card. So sometimes you get to the river and they've got like ace king, ace jack, ace queen, which is still strong to start, but just sort of shifts the odds a little bit in terms of what they can have. But yeah, that's good. We took that one down first hand. So now we use Cupid, I think. All right. Okay. So we don't have much going for us here. We don't have anything going for us here, really. Let's see. Seeing red. It doesn't really matter what's coming. It's not going to help. Let's use sleight of hand. See what we can do. All right. So his lower card was a 2. So we've improved his hand now. But we've got a couple of things we can do on the river. So because the pot's small-ish and we're still ahead, like we take a bit of a bigger risk here and we see what we can do here. We can use read maybe if he doesn't use an action card, and then we use interesting. Okay, right, so now we think about what we can do. Let's use disarming gaze. Right, didn't help. Yeah, would have helped to take that. So check that. So what I was hoping to do there on the river was I was hoping he was strong enough to get to the river and then I could just use read on his 3 cards and get a card. Wow, okay, so he had nothing in the end. And then get an extra card from read and then use the disarming gaze to steal one of his cards. Like, ideally would have stolen something useful, but that's fine. I don't want to use this yet, Fantasyland, because it makes pots pretty big. I want to see what we can do here. Card Protector seeing red. Okay. Right. Use noise filtering. Yeah, I think we just fold this. Use fantasy hand the next hand. Got a little bit more information now about what he's got. All right. Okay. Jack Queen. So what? Wait, what deck is he playing? He's playing Rebel. No, playing Protected Cheetah. Okay. He's used his lockdown already, so we're not worried about that. Do we use Fantasyland here? He's used Rude Exchange already, so we're not worried about that. Use Fantasyland. Let's see what we can do. We hit the Queen, obviously, which is good. Marked card, fine. Let's see. So if we use compression and then reshape. There's too many variables to use out of sight and then compression and then reshape. Or we use no, because I want to get the extra card from reshape. Let's see what he does. He doesn't have lockdown, which we're fine with. Use reshape here. All right. So now I'm hoping he just folds this. He might not. He might try and. We've got noise filtering to unlock cards if we need to. If he tries something tricky. But we're hoping for a fold here. So he did have a queen. Interesting. All right, solid. So after this game, we'll talk to you about some of the other stuff that's going on in Mega ETH. There's a couple of things I was paying attention to recently. Can have a look at some of that. All right. Not much going here. It does have protected cheat. So I would expect him to act. He should have flop cards. Let's see what he does. All right. It's a small enough pot, and I've got like -2 cards that can make it smaller when we get there to the river, that I don't necessarily want to fold that. Let's see what we can do. Use a low blow. Just kind of reset. Because I know that, like, if he's going to the river, then he's probably got something that he liked on the flop. So if we try and get rid of that, and then see what we can do here. Like we hit 2 pair. This may or may not be ahead. We don't know. Let's see. So he's used chromatic shift. That means he had nothing after that. But there's a risk of him having or hitting a 4 or a spade. He would just give him a straight or kick him a flush. So I think we use out of sight to get rid of the 3, keep the 5 and the 7, and get rid of the spade. Let's do that. Puts a king up. Okay, we don't love that, really. Like we can. Okay, fine. So use noise filtering. Then we get rid of the kings, bring back the 5. I'm still worried about the spades, but ooh. I mean, yeah, that's not ideal. Like, we've got 2 pair. It's a good 2 pair, but like we're beaten by like a A7. Nothing we can do. So he did have 2s. Okay. So we did have a fairly strong hand there. Like, it got a bit back and forth, got a bit dicey, but then it just depends what he has. Like, chromatic shift could have given him anything. Like, but I think we played that okay. Card jacking gives him a 7. Fine. So we got 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Let's see what he does here. Don't love that. Okay. Let's see what we get with bottom dealing. Oof. Okay. Right. So we worry about hearts a bit. Like, he left the 10 up there. So we worry about that a little bit. So maybe try and get rid of it with reshape. See if we can get another card. And that would give us a pair of 3s, but it's ooh, okay. It's a visible pair of 3s though, so We don't know what he has. He's not using card protector. Chip dumping. So if we use magnetize, that's kind of a gamble on a flush hitting, but we have a flush and a pair. So we know he's not going to have... He's not going to have the 3 of hearts. He could have the 4 of hearts, could have the 5 of hearts. 6 of hearts would give him a straight flush. And we forced him to fold. Alright, so that was good. But we played that, like we do magnetize, and we do that because we give ourselves a flush draw with a flush with a pair, which is better than a nut flush, right? Flush with a pair, you can see it here. Flush with a pair beats a flush. So it beats even a nut flush, ace high flush. So if we can get that, if we can do that, and then we hit the flush, just whatever, 40%, to hit it with one of the 2 cards, then we're in pretty good shape depending on what his action cards are. Like we know he's used Root Exchange. He probably has a cheat card, almost certainly, and then he's going to have some other cards from Protector. There's not a whole lot he can have. So now we see what we can do here. 2-3 again. If we could hit 3-2s, that would be fantastic. But we're in good shape so far. We don't have anything to steal chips, so we can't get that extra 3 chips. That's the great thing about like bureaucrat deck. You can just steal chips. Like we only have Cupid that will get chips for us, so we have to win a hand now to be ahead. Card cam doesn't work. We do have a pair. Don't know what his other card is. He plays blackjack. It's interesting. Okay, so I think we go to the river here. Right. And then we play... What do we play? Cheat? But he could have 2 jacks. So he could have a full house. He could have... If we take the jack, maybe doesn't help us. I think we have to low blow and then use cheat or surge. So now we have to use surge and then cheat. Same. This is dicey. Just depends what he has. If he has Jack King, we use surge. He's still got Jack King, 2 pair. If he has Jack Queen, I think we fold this and save it for the next hand. Because if we I needed to hit something that I could use, like I could put a surge up, 2 kings, take the king. But then if he has Jack King or 2 jacks, he's ahead. The only way I'm winning is if he has Jack Queen. Could do that, put 2 queens up, but then if he has Jack King, I'm gonna lose. Maybe we do that. If he has Jack, no. Because then if he has Jack Queen, I'm still losing. So I think there's more ways that I'm losing than not here. So I think we just save it for the next hand. Because we've got surge, we've got cheat, these are strong. So Jack King, so there's no way I could have won that. Yeah. All right, fine. Okay. So might sneak out here. It'd be better to go to the river with 5 cards. Now we just have to hope we don't lose one of our good cards, but whatever. All right, so we lost lockpick. It's actually a little bit annoying. Could have used that, but we do have like 5 good action cards here, so we just have to go to the river. Just play the best hand possible to still win this. It's a little bit dicey. Okay. All right, let's see what he's gonna do. It'd be great if we had lockpicks. I'm assuming he might use card protector, unless he's not sure about his hand. We do have read, so we're gonna know exactly what we're dealing with on the river, and we're first to act as well. So let's see. All right. Okay, let's use that. So this is gonna be tricky. Very tricky. All right. Really need to think about this one. As if he's checking, it's telling me he's got something good. If I use ace in sleeve, he can just get rid of the ace, take the crown. If I use root exchange, I can give him diamonds. I need to sacrifice something here. Not sure what to do. That means he's still ahead. Okay. Now we use root exchange. His lower card is a jack. This is so... Now he has the advantage. Now we need a bit of luck, basically. If he checks back, that would be a really bad sign. Oof. Okay, so he lost his cheat card. I think he's got... So I don't get that much information there because he uses this, so he draws action cards for face cards among board cards and pocket cards. So he was going to draw 2 regardless. But if he's drawing cards, it means he's trying to improve his hand. Right. He could have ace queen. We could have the same hand. He might try and use take the crown. We might just be losing this, but I don't think we can improve our hand by using cheat. I might have played this terribly. Like, I did really think about that. I might have played that really badly. He did have ace queen. Yeah. So we could have taken the queen, and we'd have had the same hand. That's what I should have done. But then if he had ace jack, like, there's actually probably more chance of him having ace jack there, because he would have used ace and sleeve on the lower card, and then if I take the queen and give him the extra jack. So what I was thinking he might do there was use ace and sleeve and then use take the crown to try and do what he was going to do, get rid of that jack. But yeah, he must have had king queen before, whereas there's probably more chance that he had a jack with it. So I was expecting him to show it with ace jack, which would have been the same hand as me. But then yeah, okay, that's fine. So let's switch back to, let's go with the bureaucrat cheater jack. We can mix this up a little bit. That was a close game. That was tough. I had to really think about that, so I had to stop talking for a minute to think about what I was trying to do. See what that does to the leaderboard. I think that's going to drop me down a little bit. Still in third, fine. Yeah, we can talk about some of the other stuff like while we're waiting for a game. Like, I don't know if you guys checked out Kumbaya. They've got this. You've got a game coming, but they've got this this new game. It's just a coin flip game, but it's where you can just get kind of sort of start getting involved in things that they're doing. So Kumbaya is going to be like a kind of cult launchpad decks liquidity place, and they come out with this game, which is, I think you'll get like Discord roles or something like that when they have a Discord. It's just a coin flip game, so you just play it, really, just flip a coin, and then you try and get on the leaderboard, and then you pick, like when you join, you can pick one of these colts. So Lemonheads is, my colt. That's the one I picked. Here we got Bang Sand again, and yeah, it's just a good way to start interacting with the Kumbaya, the Mega ETH ecosystem, and so like I recommend like getting involved in this, signing up. Like you can leave your email address, wallet. Like I don't think it gives you any sort of airdrop or anything like that, but it's just a starting point to getting involved. So do go and check that out. We can talk about some of the other stuff that's going on in Mega ETH in a sec after this game. But I want to try and get revenge on Bangsad. Like, he really put me through it. Like, really put me through the blender where I really had to think. And then that last move, I thought we probably had the same hand. Didn't expect him to show it with a ace queen. But realistically, I was expecting him to maybe use another action card. Okay, so we've got a pair of sixes here. Gave him the 2, but I don't love my hand. I don't like using Cupid there either, because there's not a whole lot we're going to get that's going to help. Make one more action card maybe. And we've got pot control, so we don't want to lose pot control now. So we're in a little bit of a difficult spot where we have to try and do all we can to keep pot control. Let's see. See if we can get revenge with this cheetah deck, which should play pretty good against his deck, in theory, because it's got unlocked cards from cheetah. Need to check actually what my deck list is with this. I do have a lockpick. I don't have a noise filtering for some reason. No, it's not a... That's an inventor card. Right. Yeah, fine. Okay. So... wealth tax doesn't help. She's seeing red. Ace 8. Another club. Fine. Interesting. Now I think we use Cupid. Now we can get crafty on the river. So if he's doing that, I would assume he might have like King Jack, something like that, where he's got the straight. Or he could have an ace equally. But let's try and lockpick him here. Get rid of his cards. Now, we're not home and dry yet, and we might still lose this hand because there's 3 clubs out there. There's 4 to a straight. He could hit throw out 3 to a straight. They could hit an ace. Let's see what we can get with disarming gaze. Poker faces. Interesting. Okay. So we use this anyway because it's going to give us a couple of cards. He didn't use it, which is curious. So my worry is that he hit an ace. He's got 1 card above an 8. Also worried about clubs. I think I have to get rid of one of the aces. So my worry there is that he's got an ace. If he's got clubs, then it sucks. But my worry there, that doesn't even help, does it? I really needed to hit another thing. Needed to bring in a club. I'm trying to force him to do something, but yeah. He does have the ace. And he had a flush. And he had the ace high flush. Yeah, okay. So yeah, even if I got rid of clubs there, he had everything going for him. All right, fine. So that was a really big pot. It was much bigger than I really wanted to play. But yeah, I thought we were being clever there. But yeah, I mean, we were just it's just unfortunate that he happened to hit an ace. Not only an ace, but he hit an ace of clubs and made a flush. So he made 3 aces, and then he made the flush, and yeah, we're just kind of backtracking from there. Let's see what we can do here. I think we just lock this down now. Try and get a fold out of him. Although, if he is playing cheetah 2, he can also have lockpick. So tells me he's probably trying to get rid of his cards there. So yeah. So his higher cards, we used exposed weakness, so his higher card was an 8, so he doesn't have anything above an 8, so if we put another ace up, then we know that doesn't hit him. And then we remove any chance of him having any kind of piece of this and just kind of try and force a fold. Steal some chips. Go to the river. If he has 2 5s, that's bad. We have to hope he doesn't. Oh my god. So he made a full house. I don't know why he was going to the river there, because that's just, one of those things. Like I went to the river because I have overcards, so I know that I've got cards higher than him. The only way he's winning is if he has 2 5s or he hits one of his cards. And like there's more, it's more likely that I'm going to win that hand going to the river, unless he just happens to hit one of the cards that he has, which he did, because I've got 2 overcards. I know he doesn't have cards higher than an 8, so yeah, I don't know what he was thinking going to the river there, unless he had other cards he was planning to use. But then once he hits the 5, the hand is dead. Yep. Okay. I have to just use pot control. We're in terrible shape. Like, this game has gone terribly. It's actually been a disaster. Let's see where we're on the leaderboard. Yeah, this is going to drop us way down. We have to go to the river here. We're hoping for a fold. Although actually we're hoping just if we could win it on the river with a pair of 3s, it's going to be a miracle. You have to just check it. It's probably going to get him to 99. Not in good shape. Yeah. Not in good shape. But in that spot, like we have to just try. Like, we've got a pair. We have to just go to the river and yeah, just hope we hit something. Use pot control to save the hand, but not the game. Like, we're pretty much dead now. He can have a Cupid, and this happened really quickly as well. Like, yep, just steamrolled me here. That's going to be how it goes sometimes. But we can take another loss. So yeah, we're trying to climb the leaderboard. We are going backwards. That's not great. 2 king. We can use wear down. It's going to give him queen 10, but that still has us dominated here. We do have cheat. Okay. So we can use wear down and cheat. Not terrible. He's used lockdown already, so I think we have to go to the river and try and win a pot. At least win one pot in this cursed game. Oh my god. We cannot catch a break at all. So even if we do wear down here, He still has a straight. I don't think there's anything we can do here. Because even if we take the 10, he's still going to have 8, 9, 10 jack. He's still going to have the straight. And then if we don't take the 10, then he's still got a better pair after we use wear down. Yeah. So we have to just try and, there's nothing really we can do here. We have to just try and fake him out. Can't you sneak out? If he had a flush or better, could have given that to him. We could have made the pot 0. So now we have to try and make him think that we got 2 jacks. Which I don't think he's going to buy. Wait, what did he do that for? Okay. So he's got 2 pair now. He did buy it. All right, so we ran a bluff there, and oh, wear down had the tax. So he has queen 8. He had queen 8. Now he's got queen 10. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, because it's a tax. Okay, yeah. Because I forgot that I'm so far behind, so it gave him queen 8. So actually that was better than I thought. So he has queen 8, yeah. Because it takes it down 2, but because it tax, it repeats. So I forgot about that. Right, so we do win a hand, but we're still in a terrible shape. And he can still have Cupid. Like if any hearts come, I have to just freeze the action, unless we steal something. Well, there's 2 hearts there. It's not great. Because he can have the Cupid card. This is not going well. Bangsan, what are you doing to me? So we need to hit a jack here, or get a fold. That is not what we wanted. Okay. So he has no face cards. Yeah, so we have to hope he has a flush, which it does. Make the pot 0, but we're still in terrible shape. still in really bad shape. Like, this is just like he could just fold. Like he could just fold and he would win. This is kind of by the skin of my teeth here, because we're not getting any cards that are helping us. Let's see what he does. Okay, so there's no hearts, which helps us here. We have to go to the river. Flush. Okay. See, we don't like that he has so many action cards. What action cards can he have? He can have Rude Exchange. I don't think we achieve much by giving him Rude Exchange, because we're going to get low card. If he has a low flush, we're beating it anyway. Like, our flush is not terrible. Can use this actually. I think we have to just showdown. If we use Rude Exchange, it's going to give us a lower card. Like his low card. If he has, and then it sort of we give him a bit much information. Because if he has he can have a 10 Jack Queen King spade, so he's likely he's got a lower card that's going to be lower than that. If he has that, so we wouldn't be winning anyway. And if he has a lower spade, it doesn't matter. So we want to show down and try and win. Just hope. Okay. Oh my days. This is brutal. All right. So he can still have Cupid. We don't have anything to steal cards. We need to hope nothing. No hearts come on the river. Like this game. Okay, that's useful. This game it's still a miracle if I win this. Like, it would literally be a miracle. And we can't put the marked card up there because we're worried about him having Cupid. Cupid card would give him. If he uses Cupid, it draws an action card for each heart, but then he also gains that many chips. He just needs one chip to win. So actually, we would like a fold here. And I would expect him to start folding. Nope. Okay. I think we have to chromatic shift. If you use take the crown, like we can try and get a jack, but with a king and a queen up there, I don't love it. Maybe save the out of sight. So, okay. It doesn't help us much. Okay. Okay. This There's nothing really we can do here. Kind of dead. Unless we just have to hope we might hit a 6. We need to get rid of a card basically. Like he's giving me a 5. We need to try and hit something with out of sight. Yeah. Queen. Interesting. His lower card was a 5. If he has a king, we're in rough shape. I think we use take the crown. Puts another queen up there. So he used out of sight, it gives him the 9, it's my 9. That's surely not helping him. Unless, I mean, if he was checking, it probably means he had a king. Might try to be hitting another king. Trying to hit another king. Oh my god, this game is really something. Okay. Alright, so it looks like maybe he had king 4 then, with that, and he got rid of the king. Okay. This helps. Because now we don't have the risk from Cupid. I mean, we still don't have much going for us here. But we basically just have to win this hand. Ooh. If we just waited, we would have got more chips. 6 more. Not that it makes much difference. I needed that to be a better card, really. I flopped 2 pair. Okay. Right. So, what do we do here? We have to hope that he doesn't have 2 jacks. If he has Jack King, if he had Jack King there, fine. We're ahead. Like if he has 2 jacks, then he's winning here, because he's got a set of jacks. We've got 2 pair. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there was nothing I could do against that. The pot might be split. Yeah, he's going to win this one. All right, GG's. He did have Jack King, so it's just, yeah, lucky that he had 3 wise men then, could use that. But otherwise, we were looking pretty good. Another loss. Okay, that's rough. But yeah, let's talk about some of the things that are coming out with Showdown. So we got like this invitational coming up with the big January invitational, where we've got like a one top prize. And you can still qualify for that. Like we just started like putting out some of the like the notifications about like partners who are coming on board to to come and sponsor the tournament. So like Magali was the first one, but we have a bunch. We have like maybe 10 of like Mega ETH projects from the communities, different communities, some NFTs, some gaming, who are going to contribute to to this prize pool with NFTs. We've got something cool that we're going to be doing with Bad Buns. They're going to give out something to participants, something cool for the winner. It's not NFTs; it's something different related to the other stuff that they're building. So there'll be like a one ETH top prize, but like the prize pool is going to be like just full of mega ETH stuff. Like it's going to be like a whole bunch of like NFTs and whitelists and other things, other sort of benefits and perks and whatever. So it's worth trying to get involved and trying to play. Like the top 32 from last season already qualified, but you can still qualify by like playing tournaments in Showdown. Like we have tournaments every few days. There's like a Monday tournament, normally something on Wednesday, Meth League, and then Saturday Clash as well. Like, so you can still qualify, and there'll be other ways to qualify as well. Like maybe some of the communities will do some spots, and like we're expecting maybe 50 to 100 players, and that'll be kind of a nice prize pool. And then coming up soon, like it's not gonna happen this week. Like it's being pushed back a little bit, but we're gonna do some cash games, like some demos. Like I'll play Stan, maybe play a few other people where we'll do some like show you like what real money cash games will look like in Showdown, and then we'll kind of just kind of show you like how you can put money into the game and try and be profitable and make money, which should be pretty cool. Like if you can get a win rate above 50%, then you can be in pretty good shape to to make money. And then if you can take down one of the tournaments, like it's going to be good. And then this does also, like playing Showdown will contribute in some way to like Mega ETH, the rewards campaign. Like I can't say exactly how, and probably nobody will know for sure, but like there'll be ways that you'll be able to sort of just being active in the game and playing the game, entering tournaments, winning things will put you in a pretty good spot to be able to get sort of some share of that prize pool. But like there's a whole bunch of like gaming stuff on Mega ETH that I'm interested in. Like it's all on Fluffle Tools. Like I come and have a look here, and there's just sort of looking at sort of games that I'm thinking about playing. There's a whole bunch of stuff like Showdown, obviously. Pump Parties, they're kind of on pause at the moment, but Ave Forge, this is like I showed this on stream the other day. This is a cool one. This is a mech game, PvP. It's worth playing that, getting involved in that as well. You can be able to play that pretty soon. Stomp, it's like a kind of Pokemon type on-chain game. I'm going to be playing that. Hopefully get to stream that as well. Like I want to try and get access to that to show it off. And then Top Strike, fantasy football. Like I'm an investor in this, big kind of fan of the team and what they're building there. And then there is a couple of other things like this Void.eth. I'm not sure what they're doing. They've gone a bit quiet recently, but they were kind of a puzzle game like ITS. Like ITS, I'm not sure if they're going to do any more of their sort of puzzles, Mega Truther, but we'll see. And then this one, don't actually know how to pronounce this. This just came onto my radar the other day. Skirt Lords. I don't even know what that means, but it's like meant to be an NFT racing game, building on Mega ETH. There's going to be stuff like that. Dual PvP. I don't know if they're actually going to be able to build out what they're trying to. I'm not sure if they disappeared. But there is some other stuff. Like I've heard about a few other things that are coming. Like I've heard that there's, I probably can't say who at this stage, but there's like a team that built other games on another chain before. They were kind of like kind of mini games, like little fun games, but they got like super popular and they went kind of viral at that time on this other chain. It's not Abstract, it's another chain. And someone from their team reached out to me and said that they're looking to come and launch a game on Mega ETH. That's going to kind of get revealed, I think, in the sort of coming days and weeks. And then there's other stuff as well. Like there'll be a few of these kind of gaming things, gamified stuff. And it's not just about games. It's also like sort of gamified experiences. So we look at other things that I'll be kind of looking at doing, like, is the kind of gamified fun stuff, like Euphoria. Everyone knows about, you know, tap trading, Euphoria, fine. But then also things like, what else have we got? Like the buns thing, buns paw. I don't know how much I can say about like what this actually is, but it's like a gamified thing. Like it's something that you play, and it's fun basically. And like we'll look to kind of want to sort of do some, you know, sort of showcasing of what they're doing. I think they're going to have like a teaser maybe at some point in the kind of very near future that will kind of reveal a little bit more about this, but it should be a lot of fun. And then there's also Mega Heroes. I invested in this as well. This is like crypto trading. They've got a bit quiet recently, but you know, they have this thing where you put an NFT bot and then it goes and trades, and then you sort of climb a leaderboard like that. And similarly, Legend.trade is going to be, you know, trading against other people, like PvP trading. They've gone a bit quiet in terms of like whether they're actually going to launch on Mega ETH. I'm assuming that they are, because you know they haven't said explicitly that they're not, but we shall see. And then there'll be other stuff, you know, Hunch, Rocket, Kumbaya, talked about a little bit. So these are kind of, you know, sort of DeFi, gamified, fun things, launch pads, that kind of stuff. There's going to be a whole bunch of cool stuff. I'm going to try and showcase as much of it as I can here. So I will be primarily streaming Showdown, but then, you know, I'll try and, you know, showcase some of this other stuff, like talk about these other games and like bring some other people onto the stream as well, so that, you know, we can, you know, have some actual conversations on stream, like while we're playing and doing stuff like this, which, you know, should be cool, should be fun. Like, I think there'll be a lot of fun stuff on Mega ETH. If you are going to play Showdown, you will need USDM, but we'll put up some, you know, tutorials and things for how to get USDM into your wallet, and you know how to kind of get ready to, you know, put your bankroll up. But you know, that's all to come. But yeah, I think that's been a long enough stream. I don't know how long this has gone on for. 2 hours. Played a few games. Let's see if we can see if the win rate checker is working now, so we can check exactly how we did today. It's here, but I think it was broken. Like sometimes it just breaks, like not through any particular reason, just like the way that it gets data from the blockchain and stuff. Like sometimes it can't fetch the data, and so it just kind of gets a bit balked. But let's have a look. If it is broken, then fine. But we'll look at it another day and see what trends. Yeah, it's not working at the moment, but that's fine. Yeah, so we did okay here. I think we lost more than we won, but we tried a few different decks, tried a few different things, mixing things up. We're still kind of clinging on there, 4th place. We did get a win over NAB, and then we lost a couple games there. A few mistakes, like that's kind of the nature of the game. I make a lot of mistakes in this game, like huge amount of mistakes. Like I do a lot of things and sort of look back immediately after and just kind of wonder like why I did that. But like sometimes like you want to try and get a bit of luck, and it's just the nature of the game really. But yeah, I think that will do it for the stream. Like thanks for joining. If you enjoyed, then please, you know, follow, subscribe, like. Good to get more subscribers on Twitch. And then, you know, if you want to play the game, then it's just alpha.showdown.game. Use code Barry, and if you have any questions about it, just, you know, feel free to ask. And yeah, thanks for everyone who came by. Thank you for everyone who came by to beat me on stream and embarrass me. And yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, we'll do another one of these soon. Kids are back at school now, but I have to go back to work next week, so I can't promise that I'll be able to do these on weekdays, but we'll try and do the Saturday clash at least. And yeah, that's it. Peace out. Love you all. Goodbye.